Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Fire Trail. In today's episode, I want to discuss the most common question salespeople ask you when you want to buy a high ticket item, whether it's a car, a house, a boat, anything that's high ticket item. How much can you afford? Right? You've heard that. People say that and ask you that. How much can you afford to pay? And I want to tell you in today's video, that is the wrong question that you need to be answering. That is not the question you should be answering. Instead, you should be answering, how will this purchase impact my long term financial goals? That is the next level thinking I want you to pay attention to. Hey everyone, this is Xiao Yu. I retired at 37 from my traditional corporate finance job, and now I make YouTube videos on personal finance and coaching individuals who are interested in early retirement and reaching financial independence. Okay, so why is the question, how much can you afford, so flawed and so detrimental to your financial health? Well, let's take a very easy example, a brand new car or purchasing a car. You go to a car lot, the salesperson greets you with their big smile. That you say that you're interested in a car, and the first thing they're going to ask you is, well, how much can you afford? It means like, how much can you afford monthly? Is it 500, 600, $700? Because depending on your answer, there's a different array of options for you to select, right? And I want you to keep in mind that when the salesperson asks how much you can afford, they're only zeroing in on just the car. They're just honing in on just the car purchase. They don't care about whether you have a mortgage. They don't care if you have college tuition, loan payments. They don't care if you have retirement savings goal. They only care how much can you pay for this car on a monthly basis. But you need to be in charge of your own finances. And you have to zoom out and look beyond just the monthly car payment and ask yourself, how will this impact my long-term financial health? Because you have other objectives that you want to accomplish. You have other financial goals you want to reach outside of just paying for this car, right? Think about a home purchase, right? People say like, "Oh, how much home can you afford?" You hear mortgage brokers ask you that, and a lot of times they say, "Okay, let's how much cash do you have in hand for 20% down?" I remember when I moved up to Indianapolis from Tampa, I sold my home for 150,000, and I was actually almost done paying for that house. I only had like 50,000 left on that mortgage, so I had $100,000 in equity. I remember receiving that check in like, when it hit my bank account, $100,000, right? And I was like, wow, this is the most money I've ever seen in my life. So when I went to apply for a new mortgage for my home in Indiana, the one I'm living in right now, they say like, well, how much can you afford? How much down payment do you have? Well, I say, well, I got $100,000 proceeds from the sale of my home. They say, well, great, 100,000, that could be 20%. Yeah, you can afford $500,000 home, right? 500,000, 20% of that, right? It's 100,000. And I put a stop to it. I said, "Oh, hold on. I don't want a $500,000 home. All right, I don't even want a 400,000 home. I don't want even the 300,000 home. I think my family, because it was just me, my wife, and a 1 year old, will probably be comfortable in a 200,000 home, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 200, 2,000 square foot home. But the mortgage broker kept emphasizing, "Hey, but you can afford a lot more home than that. Why are you buying a $200,000 home when you can buy a 300, $400,000 home?" Right? But that's the thing, because I knew my financial goals, my long-term financial goals. I didn't want to be in debt. I didn't want to have a mortgage for the next 30 years. I didn't even want to have a mortgage for 15 years. I paid off my home in 7 years because I knew by the time I was 40, I wanted to be retired. I wanted to have financial independence. I want to retire early. And if I had gotten a $500,000 home like that mortgage broker encouraged me to do, I would still be working. I would still be in the rat race. There would be no way I could have paid off a $500,000 home in 7 years. So, all this to say is I need you guys to zoom out. Stop thinking what I can afford and stop relaying inputting information of, well, how will this impact me financially long term? And how will it potentially interfere with my long term financial goals? Don't let short term thinking ruin long term objectives. All right. Well, that's the video for today. Hopefully, you've benefited from it. If you have, please like and subscribe to the channel. I would love to hear from you guys on the comment section. As always, I wish you all the best and wish you great success in your financial journey to financial independence. Have a great day, everyone.